The Tour de France is cycling's toughest challenge, and for the 20 teams taking part with average annual budgets of around $12 million, it's a race that's hugely important for the bottom line.
For many teams, the Tour can be over half their total exposure for the entire year. So in 3 weeks, they've got half their opportunities to shine.
We joined Team Columbia HTC for a day and found that maximising that opportunity requires 22 dedicated staff, ranging from the billionaire owner to the 9 riders, a sporting director, mechanics and trainers to hand out supplies.
We are now 11 minutes behind. I don't think it's a problem.
For cyclists who ride up to 50,000 kilometres per year, the Tour's 3,500 kilometre distance isn't prohibitive. But when you're travelling at an average speed of 40 kilometres an hour and getting just 2 rest days in 3 weeks, the end of a stage, especially a mountainous one, is always a relief. And it's little wonder riders head straight from the finish line to the massage table.
Yeah, the problem is we have now 2 weeks, Tour de France. Everybody, I think everybody's tired, and yeah, the legs are very heavy, and I give my best, or I give everything what I have.
Every day they are absolutely at the limit. They get always dehydrated. They also react with their immune system. It's getting weaker and weaker.
You feel the difference after massage, you know. The muscles get more relaxed and everything, but they are quite hard.
Mentally they are exhausted as well, and physically. The mental thing is, of course, you listen to their problems and try to help them.
While the riders get a rub down, their bikes get thoroughly checked and cleaned. Every rider has 4 to cater for breakages, various stages and time trials, each valued at around $10,000.
Check them, oil them, check everything, tires. No, check the whole bike, so it's like new tomorrow again.
Of course, those riding these bikes won't be like new tomorrow, but at least they'll be fueled up on a diet consisting of around 2/3 carbs, 1/4 fat and 15% protein. How does the meal change from the start of the tour towards the end of the tour? Is there a general...
At the end of the tour on some days you have to give them a little bit of junk food sometimes between, you know, so just a little bit pieces, you know, piece by piece, yeah, a little bit for the mind, you know. It's very important not always to stay on plain pasta and plain rice. The mood of the riders, you know, if they are good, tomorrow night is maybe a little bit mousse au chocolat, you know.
Well, sadly for us, every single piece of accommodation near where the team is staying has been booked out, and the nearest hotel we could find is in fact a 2-hour drive away. And this road we're on is actually the route for the stage tomorrow for the Tour de France. And if you look through the windscreen here, you can see camper vans along the route, just all along there, and that number's been building throughout the day, and they will be cheering on the cyclists tomorrow. How long have you been here?
14 days?
Yes, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
In this spot here?
No,
1 day.
1 day here.
Next morning, and a hearty breakfast before 5 more hours in the mountains, burning off up to 10,000 calories. Although if you're on your way to becoming the youngest rider in a century to clock up 10 Tour de France stage wins, just getting to the start line can take some doing. Are there times when it's a bit much?
You know, it's always going to be, if you haven't got time, if you've got time to sign 99 autographs, but you haven't got the time for the last one out of 100, you know, that person's not going to really appreciate that you've signed 99 already, you know, and you haven't got the time to do the last one. And that can be a hard thing to deal with. That's how it is, you know.
According to Ernst & Young, the average salary of a professional cyclist of Tour de France calibre is around $270,000. Cavendish, however, has been quoted as saying he earns more than the average Premiership footballer, over $1.5 million a year.
Come on, let's go, boys! Catch up to the car!
But in a race broadcast in over 150 countries that draws between 12 and 15 million spectators, he's worth his weight in gold to the team.
There's a lot of photos with him crossing the line with his arms in the air, and that's really what everyone wants to associate with.
And so the caravan rolls on. Tonight Cavendish and his teammates will move on to another hotel in another town, where they'll do pretty much exactly what they did the night before.
Cycling, the massage, dinner, and then we call with the girlfriends or with the wives, and then we go to bed and sleep, and then the next day.
It's hard working, but we love it.
Can't be good for your body though.
No, it's not healthy, but that's the sport.
Yeah, no, tonight you can see it in the eyes, you know, that they are tired.
The bikes don't get tired, thank God.
Tour de France, it's been successful and it's been enjoyable.
There's rewards, for me greater than money at this stage.
Rewards such as taking part in cycling and perhaps sport's greatest race of all.